In this video, I'm going to show you some sales and marketing automations that you can literally implement today. So you can straight up copy them from this video and implement them into your agency or your info business. And they're going to increase the amount of closes that you're going to get and the amount of book calls you're going to get overall in your online service business. So if you don't know me already, my name is Reuben Shears. I have an online funnel building agency that I'm kind of building and scaling in public in these daily update videos, trying to provide you as much value as possible. The agency is doing quite well at the moment. We've had funnels featured on Spotify, Sunday Times, The Times, etc. And we have a combined kind of client portfolio that are doing over $1 million a month in total combined at the moment. So that's enough of that. Let's dive straight into the automations themselves. So this is a platform called Zapier. And if you don't know what Zapier is, it's a kind of an automation platform that allows you to connect various apps that wouldn't usually be able to be connected together, and you can kind of transfer data between them in a very kind of easy manner, to be honest. So this is one of the softwares that you can use. You can also use make.com or NAN, and there's a few others out there as well. A lot of people see those as competitors. I actually see them as like different use cases, right? So if you're running automations that are kind of like not running 24/7, they're kind of having a couple of times a day, so maybe leads are coming in, then you can use Zapier for that. It's very simple to set that up and it's low friction. I think if you're pulling kind of database items and stuff on a regular basis and polling those, I would use Make or NAN. But I think NAN really comes in when you want to use kind of AI agents and that sort of stuff in a custom manner with RAG databases and whatever. But this is like the best thing you can use for automating kind of your agency or your info business, because it's so much simpler, right? So this automation I'm showing you on the screen right now, sorry for rambling, is one that's really, really going to help with the sales side of things. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So I use a platform called Fathom to record my sales calls. It just joins them whenever I have a sales call, and then it just records it, gets the transcript, and kind of stores that in a Notion database by itself anyway. But we kind of want to use the information from those sales calls to enhance how good we are at closing, right, with AI. So it can analyze our calls for us. And that's what this is. So this automation will analyze the coherence with kind of your framework and the script that you had on that exact sales call, and what mistakes you made, what objections that you might need to handle in the future and learn how to handle, and the reason you didn't get the close, basically. And if you did get the close, it will tell you why as well. So on the trigger of this automation, we have the new transcript. So it's literally Fathom, new transcript, configure my meeting. So it's just me personally. And that's it, right? And then that will pull some, let me go into edits app. That will pull some data for us. So if we go to a test, we've kind of got the records that will pull in. That will have the title and the transcript in there, which is all you really need. So then we put it through a filter in Zapier, which is literally just to ensure that we're only doing this for discovery calls. Because I take a lot of calls in my business. I take onboarding calls, client calls, like random catch-up calls, like whatever. And discovery is only a percentage of them, be it a large percentage, but like it's not all of them. So we have this filter that means that the meeting title has to contain discovery, because all of my titles for discovery calls include the word discovery. Makes sense. So that's only going to continue now if that is the case. And then we just put it through an AI, right? So I have a prompt that basically says what my ICP is, what my sales call framework is, and kind of the criteria to align it with that. And then just put the transcript in there. And that's going to give me an AI output that looks a little bit like this. So it's like, how well did I perform with this lead who said she wanted to get to 2,000 a month, etc. I did actually close her. That's Megan, one of my favorite clients. And yeah, it kind of gives you a really nice output. And then you have a Slack channel message that just goes into my marketing, like my sales notification channel, with just the sales call diagnostic, which just breaks it all down for me. I can see what objection was the most common, and potentially how to handle that, and all the different things in there. So you can build something like this for your own business that's kind of custom to you, that will be extremely helpful after every single sales call, because that's just going to run by itself. Like you'll finish the call, you'll go into Slack and it's already there, right? Like you literally don't have to do anything. Great automation to have, that I've started using recently. It will allow you to, let's go back to my camera. It will allow you to identify the correlations between your sales calls, the mistakes you're making, and the objections that need to be handled. That's a massive help, right? So that's one of the things you can do using those simple softwares. It's literally Fathom, ChatGPT, Slack, or whatever software you want to use. You can bring it into WhatsApp, you can bring it into wherever. It doesn't really matter. Just wherever you like having notifications. Basically my life is in Slack, so it makes sense for me to have that. Okay, so that's one automation you can use. That's number one. Number two is more of like a marketing one. Obviously, this looks insanely complicated. I'm going to zoom in on like this last bit, because this is what it is, right? Thing that actually matters for you. So the concept is when someone submits like a form, like a lead form or a type form or whatever, or even books in with you, we'd actually like to get a bit more information about that prospect without actually having to do manual research, right? So what I'm saying is you should have a field on that form that says, what is your website, right? Because if you do that, you can use that data and we can use a little bit of AI to get some additional information about the prospect without you doing anything. So what that looks like is we use a platform called Dumpling AI. It's really good at kind of scraping websites, scraping YouTube transcripts, that sort of stuff as well. So I use that elsewhere. I have talked about that before. So we scrape this URL and then we pull basically the result of that, the markdown stuff, into ChatGPT again. And we say I literally said you're analyzing a leads company website. The raw scrape text is provided below. Provide concise narrative about 75 words that describes the company in plain English, blah, blah, blah. You put that in and it spits out the format. And then we do a notification in Slack again for that lead that's just been added, which is amazing. So that's simple automation. You can use that as well. Just use those 3 softwares, Dumpling API, ChatGPT, and then Slack, and wherever you pull your leads in from, wherever that form is. Simple automation to build, really. That's just kind of on the end of my massive one for my qualification stuff. Hopefully that helped. I don't really usually do logistical videos. They're kind of like usually breakdown videos, but I want to see how it performs, see if you guys like that sort of thing or not, and whether it helps or not. And yeah, we can go from there. I almost forgot. I need to track my metrics for today. So let's have a look what we've got going on. Got 117, 1161, and 8878. Lovely. We're getting the subscriber back that left from yesterday. There was a tiny bit of a dip there, which I wasn't happy about. But yeah, we're on 117. Again, you can see that there's been a bit of a plateau recently, but this is where people will probably quit, and I refuse. So more videos coming, more value coming. LinkedIn growing consistently again due to my software. Biggest channel. Love that. That's pretty good. And yeah, so if you want to watch another one of these videos, then you can watch it on the screen. Here it's going to recommend one that it thinks is good for you. So do watch that, and I will catch you in the next one.